Good evening and welcome to the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Ryan is currently on his way, or he should be at the game right now. What does he do? Leaves me in charge. What can go wrong, guys? What can go wrong? Obviously, thank you very much for obviously joining us, and I'm just going to do a big warm welcome, making his debut on the show tonight. It's Jonesy. Good evening, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Doing well, mate. Just watching this Man United car crash, but yeah, doing well.
And is it still 3-3 at the moment?
Still 3-3, yep.
What a game that is. 3-1 down. No, 3-1 up they were, weren't they?
Manchester United,
and now it's 3-3. It's 3-3. What we'll do, we're going to say some hellos. So good evening. Good evening to Catherine. Hope you're well, hope you're good. We can take a lot of appreciation in terms of the bottling of Manchester United. We'll be enjoying it all night. Hopefully. And I'm sure we'll talk about Newcastle as well. I know Jonesy will want to discuss around that as well. Good evening to Mr. Tom. Hope you're doing well, mate. Another Anana masterclass. What a calamity that guy is, eh? What a calamity.
Saw it. The second goal was crazy.
And as Stefan says, leaving Liam in charge. OMFG. What can go wrong? What can go wrong tonight, Stefan? Arsenal look like they're through. What's the PSC score? Has it changed? It's changed, mate. Is it 2-2 now?
I don't know. I saw they were 2-1. It was 2-1.
I think it's gone to 2-2 now. It's 2-2. So yeah, Arsenal just need, it looks like, a point to top the group and go through as group winners. Hopefully that will stay the case. But it looked done and dusted. Seville 2-0 up, but now it's 2-2. That's a bit of a shock. Good evening to Alpha Eagle. How you doing, mate? Bruno Fernandes and Honor have been best players for Galatasaray tonight. Well, we'll get on to the conversation about Bruno, I think, and we'll discuss around the captaincy, because I know there's a lot of people who are not happy about him being captain of Man United. And, I think I just don't see him as a leader, personally. No. Good evening to BX Gunner. How are you doing, mate? Hello, everyone. And that is all the instructions. So what we'll do, we'll just... Before we start, we're going to go through the obviously Arsenal lineup, because obviously that's come out probably about 35 minutes ago. So I will share my screen and go through the team. So obviously, as you can see, the lineup is a very strong lineup. We're not resting on our laurels, which is probably the best thing to do. We need to get this group done and dusted, and then utilise the PSV game hopefully to kind of rest players. So David Raya starts in goal. Tomiyasu is going to play right back, Zinchenko left back, and obviously our two colossals, Saliba and Gabriel at centre backs. Midfield three with Rice obviously anchoring the centre midfield, with Odegaard on the right and Havertz on the left, with Saka, Martinelli playing on the wings, and Jesus up front. Looking at that team, Jonesy, that is a very strong lineup, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's what you expect. We just got to get the job done, not worry about the Sevilla game. People saying, "Oh, we're through already," and that was at half time. But look what's happened. It's 2-2. So we just focus on what we've got to do, get the players out there, do the job, and hopefully you can take them off early, so they can rest up, ready for the weekend.
And obviously, one inclusion onto the bench, Lewis Scully has been included. That's his first competitive call up. Could we see something if Arsenal go for it, like have a convincing night, and could we see him in the last 10-15 minutes?
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, if he's comfortable, 4-0, something like that, 5-0. It'd be nice for the boys to get on, especially with the home crowd as well. And it's experience for the lads. Even sitting on that bench and being in that dressing room is going to help their development, regardless of what if they come on or not. So it's good that they're in and around the first team, because they're really good at the moment. Them two, especially them two. Lewis Scully as well. I've seen him a couple of times at Meadow Park. He's been brilliant, but yeah. It'd be good to see him come on, and then they'll get a good ovation, I reckon, from the home crowd.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Catherine just announced that United games finished 3-3. That is a massive blow for them, isn't it? In terms of obviously qualification.
Bottom of the table now.
Yeah. They're not sitting on top of their perch, unlike some. What's that behind you, by the way, Jonesy? What is that behind you?
That's old Perez, mate. He comes out.
Oh, Perez the parrot.
Yeah,
Perez the parrot. Yeah, that's what happens when you sit top of the league. The parrot comes out. PSV have just scored. Does that make it 3-2 PSV?
Yeah,
Jesus. 3-2. Wow, what a comeback that is! That
Yeah.
we didn't see that happening, did we? 3-2 PSV. Looking at the bench. I suppose one interesting selection is that Tomiyasu plays at right back for a second game in a row. How do you see that at the moment? Obviously, Ben, why not starting again?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't too well, was he? Because that's why he lost his place. It wasn't really an injury. I think he was unwell. I think it was. So it would maybe just get over that and then come back in for the weekend. But you can't discount what Tomiyasu's done. He's been brilliant. I think every game he's played, even that Palace game where he got sent off, he was brilliant up until that crazy sending off. So Tomiyasu deserves his place as well at the moment. So it's good that we've got two players that can play there at the moment that are really good. So I don't mind seeing Tomiyasu in and then Ben White at the weekend maybe. We'll see how it goes. Tomiyasu might even start left back at the weekend. You never know.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it, when you start looking at the fullback situation, and obviously with Timber obviously out at the moment, but hopefully coming back a little bit earlier than expected into next season, next year. We've got some brilliant options because both Timber and Tomiyasu can play on the right and the left.
Yeah, no, that's what is great as well. And Tomiyasu, he had these injury doubts. I think he's proven quite well this season as well. And he's come on in big games and he's showing he can do that Zinchenko role as well, because we've seen him step into midfield a few games. And he's quite an attacking threat, to be fair. He gets a shot away as well. He might need to work on the shooting, but he's getting into them positions. And you can see what Arteta's doing with him as well. With every fullback, I think that's what he's trying to do. But he's been great. I love Tomiyasu anyway. I'm glad he's come through that little purple patch he had with the injuries and this little spell he had. But yeah, it's great to see him in there.
Yeah, because I think he was one of the players that we was probably a little bit worried about, wasn't we? In terms of obviously, would he get back in the team and had the team probably bypassed him a little bit? But since he's been back fit in this season, he's shown his worth, Tomiyasu, and brilliant squad player to have. And he's just a player that can play a number of positions as well. That just offers Mikel Arteta that massive option, especially when you're winning games tightly and you can kind of chuck on another player and you can utilise him at right back, left back. You could even put him as a third man in centre back if you really wanted to. So a great squad player to have. And when you think that we only paid 18 million for him, that's an unbelievable bargain, isn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy. He's
Mr. Tom saying if Arsenal could let Lons have a point of offence of it being in the Europa League, that would be great. Absolute no thanks.
No, just get our job
That's
done.
not what we want tonight. It's not what we want. Obviously, Alpha, I always guess there's always next year for Man United in the Champions League if they qualify for it. Yeah. To be fair, their actual league form's picked up, isn't it? It's quite surprising considering the amount of obviously grief that Ten Hag's had this season. That he is only actually sitting 6 points off the top, which is absolutely ludicrous when you think about it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy to see how bad a start they had, and where they're sitting in the league right now. You'd be surprised. They got hammered by Man City, didn't they? So I don't know. It's a weird. Man United are such a weird team. They can be good, and then they've only lost that game tonight in my view, by the goalkeeper. 2 howlers on the 2 free kicks. Otherwise, they would have won that.
Good evening to Ange B. Evening, boys and girls.
Evening.
And obviously, good evening to Mr. Matthew Hudson as well. Holla, people. Right, so that's obviously the team, obviously, for the lineup for Arsenal going into this game. We're probably sitting about 15 minutes before kickoff. I see that the numpty himself, Mr. Michael Owen, is at the Emirates. Obviously, a good reason for me not to be there tonight. Bit of an interesting situation tonight, isn't it? Like me and you are sitting here, and we're usually sitting there.
Yeah, normally we're in the ground by now. But yeah, no, it's I'm not going to be there for a while, but yeah, so it feels really weird to see all the guys in the WhatsApp groups and on Twitter in the pub having a drink, and we're sitting at home.
I know, on the injury, we're both on the injury table. Obviously, whilst we got a bit of time, we'll look back to last night, and I know you was quite gutted that PSG got that 94th minute penalty.
Hated it.
All jokes aside, though, without obviously thinking too much into what happened at Newcastle, what are your actual views on the penalty that was given?
It was shocking, wasn't it? It's hit his body and gone up onto his arm. You see them week in, week out in the Premier League, not given, but in Europe it's a different rule, and it seems that not everyone sings from the same hymn sheet. That's the problem, The Premier League handball rule is different to the European rule. The offside rule is different to the Premier League. It just needs to be universal. It's crazy, but it's just great to see it, though. I don't care, if it wasn't or not, just to see them get a bit of injustice as well. And I know they're saying we can't forget about it, but no, it's good to see you get a bit of it, especially when you're playing a club it was two oil clubs versus each other last night, weren't it? So you could have easily wanted any of them to lose, but no, it'd be great. Eddie Howe, and I see Eddie Howe come out and he spoke. They were bigging up their manager. He's quite calm, and he's only calm because he's going to be leaving in the summer. So there's no need to big him up more than Arteta. So, but yeah, it was great to see them lose, and it was a VAR taste of their own medicine, basically.
Absolutely. Obviously, Ipswich got Millwall tonight at Portman Road, I believe, Stefan, and you'll be impressed with my knowledge here. The return game of that is on New Year's Day, isn't it, at Millwall? So that'd be an interesting game tonight. Obviously, after your performance on Saturday, where you kind of disappeared, mate. Weren't happy, was you, whatsoever with that Ipswich result against West Brom? But yeah, good luck tonight. And hope you can get Ipswich and get back to winning ways. Doing really well this year. Definitely competitors to come up at present, which is quite impressive to see. Obviously, PSV have won that 3-2. That's an incredible comeback, isn't it? Didn't see that one coming. I suppose in some ways, Jonesy, as well, it kind of makes this game a bit more relevant now, doesn't it, for Arsenal, that they've got to go out and win the game to basically top the group and be 100% through.
Yeah, I've always believed in that. Don't worry about what the other team's doing. Do your job and win your game. It's we could have easily gone into this and we've qualified, and then what if we had a piss poor result? What are we going to say? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're already through. No, that doesn't breed confidence into the side for me. That you've got to go into every game winning it. You've got to finish top. We've got to make sure we should be pretty much top if we win this. Then hopefully we get an easier draw in the next round. But yeah, no, I'm always under the belief, just do your job. Don't worry about the other teams, because it always comes back to bite you otherwise.
And obviously, Cold Assassin, just kind of being realistic about the situation at the moment. Obviously, my team love bottling Champions League, especially Butterfingers Onana. Just on Onana, Jonesy. Yeah. Obviously, looking at it from outside in, obviously, De Gea was a good goalkeeper for them. Probably fell back a little bit in the last season or two. Do you think that was a signing that they needed to make an Arnold? Do you think it's turned out to be a blunder? Because it seems from looking from outside in at the moment.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. They had a perfectly good goalkeeper, David De Gea, and he's currently unemployed at the moment. So you got to think to yourself, he had one good season, Onana, and then he was suspended for a bit as well. Then he's come back and he was all right, but the goals tonight were just. He's like Rio Ferdinand just before the second goal for Galatasaray. He's so calm under pressure. He's brilliant. Then all of a sudden, the free kick's whipped in from the corner and he's palmed it. He's gone. Looks like he's gone to punch it out on the floor, but he's punched it into his own net. And it's just it's comical defending, And then against Wolves earlier in the season, where he tried to do a bloody Roman Reigns spear on the Wolves guy. He's a shocking goalkeeper. He's not an upgrade to De Gea. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it is an interesting one, but it'll be interesting how they kind of combat that one because, I think the money could have been spent elsewhere, if I'm being honest. I think there was bigger priorities there. Yeah. Russ Bolgan, good evening. How you doing, mate? Is this the right channel? You are on the right channel. The keys have been left in my hands. Don't know what to say about that. There must be some sweat pouring from Ryan's head at the moment while he's sitting in that stadium. But no, I'm happy to obviously step in as such. Obviously, Stefan's saying, I believe so. Millwall on New Year's Day. I rivaled Liam for a blowout on Saturday after West Bromwich Albion. He weren't happy Saturday. And there was me celebrating an 89th minute winner. It felt good at the time, Stefan. It felt good. So we're currently sitting at 10 minutes away from kickoff. Obviously, looking ahead to Saturday, Jonesy. Obviously, got Wolves. I think this is going to be quite a tricky game for me and Tony Onshaw.
Yeah, no, he's got him playing well, hasn't he, Gary O'Neill? He's got them well drilled at the moment. They all know what they're doing, and they're quite dangerous up front, to be fair.
Yeah.
They got that Cunha's coming to form, Chang as well on the wing. He's pretty dangerous. And you look through the whole team, they've got they haven't got a great squad, don't get me wrong, but they've got a solid team that all know their jobs and what they should be doing in transitions, in defending and attacking. So it's going to be a tough game because you know what they're going to come. Like every team's going to come. They're going to come with a low block. They've got the pace to hit us on the counter. So it's a tough one. It's one of them ones where you go into thinking you should win it, but you just got to be wary. The Wolves can cause us a bit of damage, to be fair.
Do you know one thing I've always liked? I've always liked Mr. Russ Morgan. Always been top of my list, especially my Christmas card list. Especially with comments like that.
What about the co-host?
Mate, you're still under investigation at the moment. Yeah, you're still under investigation.
Still on trial.
But yeah, it is, like you say, I think it is a tricky game Saturday. I think I've been sitting there thinking about it, and I think this is the kind of game you don't want to underestimate. For two reasons. I know we beat them last game of the season, but let's be honest, we go and play anyone last game of the season at Emirates when there's no pressure on both teams and we're going to batter anyone. And I know we beat them, what was it, 5-0? But
yeah,
this is a totally different team. I think Gary O'Neill, he's a very good manager. Like, he's done really well at Bournemouth. And if I'll be honest, I'm very surprised they let him go. But he's obviously gone there. And let's be honest, I think they've got about 15 points, but they should have more because if there's a team that can moan about VAR more than us at the moment, I think it's Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Absolutely.
Like the way they've been treated in since the start of the season within the decision is absolutely disgraceful. Honestly, like I see the penalty on Monday, don't agree with it. You see what happened about Manchester United, Onana again, and that they should have at least got a point out of that. So you sit there and think they're an absolutely hard team to play against. They beat Manchester City, at home. They should have obviously got a point at against Manchester United. And you start looking at them and you start thinking they're a good side, and they're a side that you don't want to underestimate. And the other thing that always worries me about Saturday games is the lack of atmosphere at the Emirates. And I always feel that it takes a very long time to get the atmosphere up and running on a Saturday afternoon. So we need to be very focused for that game. And ideally, if we're ahead in this game by a good scoreline by 60 minutes, I would like to see a few players go off and be rested, because I think that is an important game. And we need to win that game, because obviously then we've got another tricky game at Luton, which is a night game. And we know Luton are going to be proper up for it. Like, we should go there and beat them. But as you see the other day, mate, with Crystal Palace, they probably thought the same.
Yeah, no, every game's going to be tricky, but the likes of these teams, it'll probably be some anniversary. They'll have the flags out. It's always when Arsenal come to town. It's something. It's a special night, isn't it? So it's going to be tough. You know what? These sorts of games, I worry more than the likes of the Chelseas and the stuff like that, because I know that the team will get up for the likes of Chelsea's. Sometimes they just have the tendency to think it's only Luton sort of thing, but that might be the youngness and the naivety of the squad. So we just got to go into every game thinking it's Man City. I think just try and beat them.
I'm actually looking forward to the Luton game. I think that'd be a good game. And I think that's a good game for us to kind of have on a night game, like Louis, small ground. The atmosphere will be right on top of you, won't it? And it's I think it's one we'll win. I don't think we'll not win, but I think I like the thought of playing Luton at a night game. It will be quite a lively affair, and it's interesting that the Luton at home game is a night game as well.
Yeah.
I was looking at the fixture list, so and then obviously we go into the following weekend, Aston Villa away, and obviously talking about Aston Villa in terms of their result on Sunday. At the Scum, 2-1. What's your kind of thoughts around Aston Villa and Spurs at the moment?
Villa, they're doing really well, aren't they? He's got them playing amazingly well, to be fair, because you wouldn't have thought it at the start of the season. Emery never really got his chance, in the Premier League, and they've backed him well. Fair play to them. I wasn't one to. Yeah, Emery wasn't right for us at the time, but that was because of the characters we had in that dressing room. I just thought it was too much of a bigger job at the time. But at the moment, he's got Villa playing amazing football, to be fair. Ollie Watkins is doing the business up front. Douglas Luiz in the centre of that midfield. He's chipping in with goals as well. You can see why we were after him, to be fair, and I was still trying to grab him. But yeah, Villa's going to be difficult, very difficult. That's a good test to see. You know where they're at, and especially where we're at. Look at last season's game. It took Jorginho that last minute sort of wonder goal that come off Martinez's head. You love to see, but yeah, and then with Spurs are Spurs, aren't they? I think Roy Keane summed it up. Spursy. Even with the injuries and stuff like that, they're just always going to see destined to foul. It's like a film, the villain never wins, and that's what Spurs are. They're the villains.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's going to be that Aston Villa game's a good test of character, isn't it? Over in 2 weeks' time, that will kind of really show where we are and where we're at, especially with Liverpool on the horizon as well. So and obviously Brighton in between that. And I know that's a home game, but Brighton at home has been a banana skin for quite a number of years now. So some tricky games coming up, definitely, and it's a good test to see where we're at. Obviously, just ensure tomorrow you join, obviously, Ange and Emerson on the airways. They'll be on here, so obviously show the love and come on and join the fun. Obviously, the Emirates is getting ready now to obviously welcome out the teams. Lons seem to have packed their way in quite straight away. They're going to be loud tonight, aren't they? They're apparently like, reading in the group and reading other stuff. They're quite a lively bunch of Lons fans, and I think we see that away from home, didn't we?
Well, yeah, they were loud this morning, mate. I dropped the kids to school, and they were already in Holloway Road with flares at like 10 o'clock in the morning by Morrison's. So, yeah, they've been at it all day, to be fair, especially all around this area. But yeah, I'll tell you
where the place is to be at the moment is at Leeds. So basically, Leeds scored in the 35 seconds. It got ruled out. Swansea scored 15 seconds later. And now, Mr. Tom's just obviously mentioned that now Leeds have equalised again. So must only be 5-10 minutes gone in that game. Yeah. I bet you're losing a bit more air there, mate, watching that game.
They started at 42, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, what a start that is.
The boys are in the tunnel.
But yeah, they're in the tunnel getting ready. I don't know if you're ahead of me. We'll try and work it out soon.
I've got the teams in the tunnel.
I think I'm behind that.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm behind that. Yeah, I've just gone to teams in the tunnel now.
It's maybe quite a blessing that my knee's quite hurt, so I can't be jumping around. Normally, I kick the shit out of my radiator.
Yeah, well, I needed to keep myself. I've been really like fluey over the last couple of weeks, so I knew someone that wanted a ticket, so I thought, you know what, give this one a miss and get myself right for Saturday.
Yeah.
Last thing I wanted to do was make myself ill and then be rough for Saturday because I've done that a few times now.
A lot of tickets available though for tonight, weren't there?
Was there?
Yeah, my dad was going to go with my son, but he's not too well either, so I didn't want him really going and freezing his butt off, especially with school in the morning.
Yeah, it's cold out there as well, isn't it? It's cold.
My dad's gone on his own, so.
Well, hopefully the boys do the job tonight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Strong lineup. I will say again. We should be seeing this one home quite comfortably, but do you know what I mean? You can't underestimate any team in the Champions League, and it's about obviously going out there and doing the job. But what was we were sitting there talking about, obviously certain players, Bill Saliba, him and Gabriel's partnership, is that proving to be one of the best in the Premier League now?
Oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. You could see at the beginning of the season when Gabriel wasn't starting them few games. It kind of like you could see Saliba was still quality, but he kind of missed his partner in crime. Do you know what I mean? It was when you have both of them together, they like complement each other really well. But you can see Saliba, like that boy is just you forget, what is he, 23 still only?
Oh yeah, he's well young, mate.
You just forget, how old he is, and he looks like an experienced defender who's been there for years, and he's been in the Premier League for years. He's took to it like a duck to water, basically. And we saw glimpses of it. I don't know how much people watch French football, but when he was on loan, it was that game against PSG that when he outpaced Mbappe and got to him. You just think to yourself, yeah, this kid's amazing. He's really great. I'm I'm glad he's under the watch of Arteta and stuff like that, because he seems to really show the love to these players, and they really want to stay and play under him, which is great to see.
No, it's good, and obviously, like, we're very fortunate to have him with us, aren't we? In terms of, like, we snapped him up at a really young age, and it took a while, didn't it, to get him into the side. But boy, since he's been in there, we haven't looked back. And obviously, just looking at this, obviously talking about the man in front of him, Declan Rice.
That boy,
he's better and better, don't he?
Well, I'll go to bed dreaming of Declan Rice. He's that good. Like, he is absolutely class. You know, he was good for West Ham, but he was a big fish in a small pond. He's now a big fish in a big pond. So, and he's proving his worth. You know, he's come in and he hasn't. Another player doesn't look like he's missed a beat. He slotted in well, but every game he's played 90 minutes. You never see him get subbed off, and he's always giving 100 right till the end as well. But he's immense. Absolutely love the boy.
Yeah, he's a great player, and you start looking at obviously the forward positions, and I know it was quite highly scrutinised at the start of the week. And it was interesting. We're listening to Freddie Lundberg and Carragher in terms of obviously that front line at the moment, and it's obvious to see it's not firing on cylinders. What's your kind of thoughts why it's not firing on cylinders? Do you think obviously the injuries to Martinelli and Saka have really not supported us, have they? And Odegaard, all three of them have been injured.
Yeah, no, it's all three of them. Jesus has been injured as well. I just feel, it's the Xhaka. You're not having him making them runs into the spaces, makes players go over to him, and it gives other players positions like Martinelli and Saka to run into. I just think if we can get that number 8 role sorted, the attacking will click.
Yeah.
And Havertz, fair play to him. When he come on the weekend, he done really well and got the goal. You want him to succeed, a player like Havertz, and even we saw Trossard in there as well. He was decent, but I think it's just we got a new midfield. We've basically got a new midfield, other than Odegaard. Partey's injured anyway, so it's pretty much they're playing pretty fresh and learning the roles, especially Declan Rice and Havertz. But I'm not worried. I'm not too worried about the attack because I know Martinelli and Saka, they can't go whole season being this, I won't say bad, but not firing on all cylinders. They will click. And this time last season, it was early. Hopefully this year, it will be later on in the league when we need them more. So
I think the big thing as well is I was having a good rant Saturday, mate, because I thought it was appalling. But the good thing is, right, how bad Saka and Martinelli may be at the moment or playing in individual games. Like, Saka wasn't good against Brentford whatsoever, but he still was able to conjure up that moment.
Yeah, he's still capable of them, like Hollywood balls. I'll call them Hollywood balls because they're like just special magic moments. And it created the goal, didn't it? That whipped ball in, and he's been doing that a lot. That ball into the box, and they've been getting onto it, and it was great to see. Havertz was on the end of it, to be fair, and that goal will do him wonders, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. So the scoreboard has gone up, which means the game is about to start. I don't know if it started with you yet. Is it, Jonesy?
Yeah, I'm 40 seconds in.
40?
40, yeah.
Mate, how am I so far behind?
What you on? You on a TV app?
Yeah.
Sometimes I normally restart it to catch up with Twitter. I don't know if you can just restart the app.
No, I've got it to TV. I don't want to come out of it and go back into it. And
the BX Gunner's a minute in already. It's crazy how they're all on different bloody loops. Yeah.
So,
minute applause for Terry Venables.
Nice. Just on that Terry Venables, sad news that was, weren't it? In terms of obviously sadly departed. Good manager. Obviously managed some really big clubs like Barcelona. He managed some average clubs like Spurs as well. And obviously done a national job for England. It was just a bit unfortunate, weren't it, with all the court cases going on at the time that he never was obviously England manager longer than what he was.
Yeah, I mean, I was only 10 when Euro '96 was on. But I remember, my old man used to bang on. He loved Terry Venables, and he wanted him to take us into France '98. But like you say, unfortunately, he had outside stuff going on. That obviously the FA had other plans for him.
That is absolutely disgusting. Whatever it is, it's a cider. Oh, mate.
I'm on the monster, mate.
Oh, mate, that was absolutely vile what I've just drunk. I don't know, someone left it in my fridge, so I'll give it a go. It didn't date and everything, it's just absolutely disgusting. Right, so yeah, we haven't done a score predictions. What is your score prediction tonight? BX is going for 3-1 Arsenal.
Yeah, I went for 4-0 to be fair earlier.
I'm going to go for 2-0.
It's a bit stop and start at the moment. Silly little fouls being given away.
Stefan just saying, glad to see him in applause for Terry Venables. Always like the bloke. England could have got someone under him, but FA had other plans. Rest in peace, LTL. Bang on there, Stefan. Old Stu's in the house. Here he is.
There he is.
Mr. Boy. Arrogant himself. He's going for 2-1 Arsenal. Good to see you, mate. Are you there Saturday, by the way?
Well, Stu?
Yeah.
I think he is. I can't remember.
Good evening to Alex. How you doing? Are you enjoying the game so far? Not much has happened in the first 3 minutes.
Nice. It's pretty.
What's your thoughts of Zinchenko back now? He frustrated him again Saturday, to be fair, but he done that great clearance. But in my opinion, it was his mistake in the first place. But yeah, he still had to recover for it, didn't he? And he did. So fair play to him.
I mean, he had that little injury. He's come back a little bit better, but it's just his passing for me. It could be so lazy at times, and it puts us in dangerous situations.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's complacency with him.
Stu's not around till Brighton, he's saying.
I'm not even there at Brighton. So I bet the Wolves game and the West Ham game. I'm actually glad there's not many games now because obviously just saving money a little bit over the next month of Christmas and all that.
Yeah.
When you start equating up all the travel and you know what it's like, you do your breakfast, you do your drinks, you know what I mean? Food at in down the way home. It's a lot of money that you end up doing. Mr. Greenwood, the Lord of himself, is here. It seems like they have got to him, mate. He's retired. He's given up the ghost and he's given me the keys. And as I said, what can go wrong with that? What can go wrong? But no, he's sitting in the North Bank. He's actually in Block 8, same block as myself. He sits up in road 26. He's there tonight, enjoying the game. And yeah, me and Jonesy are running the roost.
Yeah, we're trying not to burn the house down.
Nah. Unlike CM Punk.
Ledge, mate. Absolute ledge. Come on.
A bit of a dry start here, isn't it?
It's been all lost possession-wise so far, I'd say. But...
yeah. You'd expect that, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Being at home. Interesting that their goalkeeper was at Forest, weren't he? He's the captain.
Yeah. He loves a bit of shithousery as well, that goalie.
I wonder what mice are coming out to play today. I wonder what mice.
Ooh, Saka's almost in. Oh, Jesus. I think he might.
I'll see it in about 10 minutes' time.
I think he might just be off. He should have done better with that, though.
What's your thoughts on the striker situation at the moment?
Oh, we need one, don't we? Desperately, like Jesus is great. Don't get me wrong, but he's just not that. he's not that striker. You know,
No.
he's not going to get you the 20 plus.
The good thing about him, is like he does get the best out of others, but
yeah,
I think you can tell that his team is craving a bit of that ain't good from Jesus, is it? I think you can tell that the team is craving that forward player. Ipswich 1-0 up. Old Stefan is in a better mood already tonight already.
Ipswich.
How's old Harry Clark doing?
BX Gunner, I think he's hit the nail on the head there. He's an attacking midfielder winger, I would say, more than a striker.
Yeah, definitely.
He's like the old centre forwards, isn't he? Who plays just off the striker. Or just behind the striker, I was to say.
Absolutely, mate.
You just think, like, if we had Giroud, a younger Giroud in this team, he would get hatfuls of goals, I tell you what.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? When we had Giroud, we wanted someone else.
Yeah.
We probably wanted an Aubameyang at that point, that kind of player. But now we want a Giroud.
But we crossed it in so much now. We would play to his strengths, do you know what I mean?
No, it is interesting. I think it'll be interesting over there. I've always said I think we need 2 strikers, and I would utilise Jesus as a I don't even think we need to buy a winger. If I'm being totally honest, I think we could utilise Jesus.
Yeah,
but I think I would go for 2 strikers.
He played a lot there for City when Aguero was fit. Jesus was always on the wing. To be fair.
Stu's asking the question. Is that a striker we miss coming into the winter wonderland, or do we wait till the summer? I think like unless a deal's there to be happening in January, you don't panic, do you? Because I think it is a long-term solution that we need to get right.
Yeah.
But we do need a forward. But I think the midfield's the biggest piece at the moment. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, I think Thomas Partey's not reliable, and that's the problem. And because Thomas Partey's not reliable, you can see that our probably midfield's weaker than what it should be. And when you think that you've got Jesus in there already, not Jesus, Declan Rice. When you've got Declan Rice in there already, and you think if you had Partey and Rice, it'd be an incredible midfield. But we haven't seen it. Are we going to see it on a consistent basis? I'm not so sure. Do the club replace him in January? I think they potentially might.
Well, he's back, isn't he? He's saying he's back early January, but then he's going to the African Cup.
He's going there, isn't he? So he might not be back till February, mate.
He won't be back till February. So he won't get sold. Unless Ghana go out, we won't sell him unless he's here.
Look, I like Douglas Luiz. I think Douglas Luiz would be a great signing for us. Zumbamembe. He'd be a good choice. Left-footed as well, I believe. He'd be good for the number 8 role. But, do you know what I see it a little bit like? If we got Douglas Luiz, it'd be a bit like the Fiera Gilberto with Rice and Luis.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Who's gone close?
No one on mine yet.
Oh, Stefan saying he thinks Lord Greenwood's ego is getting out of control. Nothing wrong with a big ego, Mr. Stefan. I'm telling you that now. Nothing wrong with a big old ego.
As long as you can back it up. Oh, yeah, that was close. Jesus.
Who for?
Havertz.
Oh. We're linked with Mbappe, only 700k a week. I tell you what, though, mate. I'd pay him 700k a week, though. I know people say about his attitude and all that, but I think if you get him in the right team, I think he does the business. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think being in the Premier League is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Would love to.
Free agent in the summer.
It makes you laugh when people go, I wouldn't take Mbappe. He's got an attitude. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. If Mbappe comes available, mate, and we sign him, you're going to be absolutely well happy, aren't you?
Yeah.
That was close. Oh, there's a goal. Where's it? Where is there a goal? There's a goal. Edmondson's saying there's a goal. I can't even celebrate because I'm last on the list.
Because you're last.
Havertz. The man has scored again, it seems.
Where is he?
1-0 Arsenal. Kai Havertz has scored again.
Tomiyasu crosses in. Yes, it's Havertz.
Yes, come on. Fucking back of the net. Up the Arsenal. Great news that is, guys. Arsenal are 1-0 up, which is really good news. Great news that is, and obviously Kai Havertz is the goal scorer. And we go.
60
which is
million
good.
Down the drain.
Just waiting to see the goal myself. Still waiting. Still waiting. Ah, yes. Yeah, it was a poor goal, weren't it, to concede from their point of view, though. It was a poor goal, let's be honest.
Yeah, goalies, yeah.
So Arsenal are 1-0 up at home to Lons. Kai Havertz a scorer. That's a shocking goal, though, isn't it? Like, that tells you the competition we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Come on. That's awful. But yeah, he's done it again. And this is what I've been saying for quite a few weeks. I know you've been quite a keen advert to not tuck into him yet, that he is the kind of player, isn't he, that has the potential to just turn up in the right place at the right time. And I think we see that on Saturday, and where you watch here, he gets himself into positions. And sometimes that is all what it needs. And
yeah,
I think he's such a great utility player that you can play him in a number of positions. And I know people laughed that he went played at left back for Germany, but they trusted him to play left back at Germany.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
they trusted him to play that role.
The Germans, there was no way they would put a player like at left back if they didn't fully back him or trust him. And I think he's a confidence player. You need these players that play with confidence, and him scoring goals, especially from open play, it's going to do wonders for him. You can see he's got a smile on his face. He's celebrating the goal. It's great. You got to think where he's come from as well. When you come from that scummy team down in Knightsbridge, you just, it's going to take a while for him to actually feel at home somewhere.
And I see Gary Lineker said a comment the other day that he thought he felt embarrassed by Arteta taking him over to the fans. And I kind of get what Gary Lineker was saying. He probably did. But this is a player that's probably fallen out of love a little bit. When you look at the way it ended at Chelsea, he's probably forgotten what it is to be loved as a player.
Yeah, I agree. He's got to see all the social media posts and all that stuff. As much as players don't look, they probably see bits and bobs. And, he's just got to think, he's at a different club now where we actually want him to do well and back him 100%. That, it's good to see him scoring, and especially in the Champions League again. I don't know if that's his first goal since he's winner in the Champions League, to be fair, but yeah, wouldn't mind one this season, Champions League winner.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's all he does for us all season is score a Champions League winning goal, I don't care, mate.
Yeah, you take it all day long, wouldn't you? Really, but the thing is, like, he's turned up at the right place at the right time again, and he will get you goals. And I do believe sooner or later in that position, he will continue to do that. I do think he'll continue to do that. I think the writing was on the wall for you against who was the last Champions League game against at home? Seville.
Yeah.
I think he had a great chance, didn't he, against them?
Yeah.
And I sat there and thought at the time, like, he's just not getting the rub of the green at the moment. Once he gets the rub of the green, something happens for him, then it'll continue to happen. And there you go. He scores in the 89th minute. Bang, next game, right in the right place, right time again. So yeah.
Bad foul on Saka.
That would disgruntle the haters.
Oh, he's got a sandwich there, and they've both clashed his knee.
Who's that?
Saka. He's been clattered by two of them.
Great.
He's up. The boy's up. He must have bionic legs, this kid. It's literally...
Oh, yeah. I've just seen it now.
I think Napoli have scored against Madrid as well.
Napoli was beating Real Madrid 1-0.
Oh, were they?
All for 2 minutes. It's now 1-1. Benfica are 2-0 up against Italy. Where can this team get to in the Champions League, Jonesy? What's your thought process around it?
To be quite fair, like I don't really. It doesn't feel like the Champions League when, and this is no disrespect to Wenger, like the teams don't seem as fearful, you know, like the likes of Barcelona and the Bayern Munich. I think every team, as we've seen in these group games, can be beaten.
Yeah.
For me, realistically, semi-finals. To be fair, like I really think we can get to the semis, and I think that's a good campaign to be, you know, the first season back in it after so long. You can't complain, and then, you know, making sure we obviously qualify for it again next year.
You need to rub the green now as well, though, don't you?
Yeah, of course, yeah. But finishing top and winning your group games like we're doing gives us that opportunity, you know, to get the teams. But then you say that, and then, you know, Galatasaray could finish second, and look, that's a place no one wants to go to. So every game is difficult. I really don't believe in this top gets the worst team, or second place gets the top team. Every team is qualified because they've deserved to, basically. It's such a difficult competition.
Yeah, it is. I think it's one of them this year where we could get into a semi-final, definitely. And I think sometimes it's all about luck and green on the draw.
Yeah.
But you start looking at the teams, and I think the three teams that I'd probably want to avoid would be Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Manchester City. But do you know what? I sit there and I think, do you know, I think it's interesting. Is Arteta adapting us in a way that obviously would suit us more going into the back end of the Champions League, in terms of, like, if you've got a first leg that you can go somewhere like Bayern Munich and try and shut up shop. We never used to do that, could we, before? It was just one style way with us with Wenger, where I wonder now, with us playing a little bit differently this year, is there substance behind it around, obviously, the back later on in the season, but also around the Champions League?
Yeah, no, like I was there for them nights, you know, the 5-2s or whatever it was against Bayern Munich, and it just seemed like, you know, they were always like a shootout. There was no like shut up shop or anything like that, as you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way Arteta's got us playing now, and when we go
away, there's another goal. We've got another goal here.
Yeah.
Jesus, it seems like it's 2-0 to the Arsenal. I'm well behind today, guys. I can't even do no wacky commentary, can I? You're ruining it for me.
Yeah.
It looks like the Arsenal are 2-0 up. What a start from Arsenal. I'm just watching it down now half at the moment, but yeah, 2-0. Jesus, his record in the Champions League is absolutely brilliant as well.
It's phenomenal, to be fair.
So I know you're going to be first to see that, Jonesy.
Yeah. Saka. Yeah, here we go. Yes, lovely. Great goal.
In there. 2-0 to the Arsenal.
Wait, do you see that, mate? Great composure. Brilliant. Saka made that.
But tell me this, Jonesy, why he shows it in games, especially in Europe, the composure he's got, and then you get other games, and then he doesn't have it, and it's just like it's two totally different players. But I do think he just needs games, Jesus.
Yeah. He's pointing to the badge, mate. That's it. He's loving it. He's right in front of the Lons fans. Lons fans pointing to the badge, giving them so much shit.
Oh yeah. Well, good. That's good. That is good. That's good. That's 2-0.
Yeah, that's a great finish.
That's 2-0 Arsenal. And at the moment, it's pretty easy. It is pretty easy at the moment. Are they celebrating by the Lons fans there?
Yeah, he went over pointing to the badge to him.
Yeah, I think you got a few things chucked at him, mate.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw something go flying.
Yeah, there's loads of things can flying, mate.
But this is what I mean. You know, I know everyone kind of lost the shit when we lost to Lons away, but we lost to the occasion. I think when we played them away, it was their first game back in the Champions League.
Yeah,
a bit like us against PSV. We lost to we won against PSV, and it was a great occasion. I think it was exactly the same for them away.
Yeah.
But they're not a good team. They're not a good team, to be fair.
No, they're not. But Saka does superbly well there, don't he?
Yeah.
Like, that's a brilliant assist because he's really kind of done the dirty work there.
It's nice to see, though. 20 minutes in and we're 2-0 up.
Wait, is it 3? It's 3-0. It's 3-0 to the Arsenal here, I think. I think it's 3-0 and I think it's Saka.
Mate, we have to do these watch-alongs more often.
I think Jonesy and Liam need to stop going to the games and do the watch-alongs. What do you reckon? We'll chuck Ryan into the North Bank every game.
There's a goal fest here tonight.
Yeah.
Martinelli. Yes.
3-0 to the Arsenal after 22 minutes.
I don't think he could score an easier goal. Wait till you see that.
So hopefully we'll get our wish will be our command, and we'll rest some players later in the first half.
Yeah. You watched it. We'll probably win this to like 6 or 7, and we're not there.
Yeah. Here we go. Havertz, Martinelli. I'm really seeing it much later. Oh yeah, that's appalling, isn't it? They're shocking. Like, this is shocking. Look,
it's like they got Onana in goal.
Well, he's definitely putting on a performance like him out.
I don't know what he's doing. Yeah. He could have caught that surely, but no.
3-0 to the Arsenal. 23 minutes gone, and yeah, it's easy peasy stuff at the moment.
BX Gunner's had enough.
Yeah, BX Gunner's done. Turn off the chat, you spoilers. Well, this is the first half where we could have dreamed of, really.
Yeah. In
terms of where we wanted to be with the game on Saturday. You'd like to think, mate, if we can get a fourth, he might start considering at half time. What does he do?
Yeah. Oh. It's almost 4.
I tell you what, mate. If we get a fourth goal, yeah, I'll be seriously considering taking Declan off at half time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you rest your good players, mate.
Yeah, get Jorginho on, give him a game. Is Vieira on the bench?
No, he's injured, isn't he?
Is he injured? Oh yeah.
He's got the operation. So he's
suspended anyway, isn't he, for the league games?
Yeah.
The kickings.
Oh Jesus, mate! They're all over. They're all over the place, isn't they? Honestly, this score, guys, could be any score it wants to be. The Lons are absolutely appalling. They don't even look like they're set up to kind of even defend against us, and they're just getting ripped apart. If we're being totally honest, and it's not even that we're even in our second gear. I think this is the most embarrassing part of it. It's pretty much we haven't done anything to really earn to be 3-0 up.
6 attempts, 4 on target.
Back of the net through their shocking play. I'll get Saka off as well after half time.
Yeah. Oof.
Good evening to the Colonel. Oh, you're making me blush, mate. You're making me blush at the moment. Stop teasing me. Mr. Morgan, why were we so bad against them away from home? As I said, I think Jones hit that spot on the head, spot on the forehead. I think it was the occasion.
Oh, there we go, mate. Don't look at the chat.
It's not 4, is it? It's not 4. Jesus, we're 4-0 up. 4-0 up.
Here comes Oh, that's a great goal.
4-0 to the Arsenal, 25 minutes gone. Or 26, 27, should we say. I'm seeing these goals late.
Wait to see the ball from Tommy Asu. Oh, fucking brilliant.
Mr. Tom bullies. We're definitely bullying these lot, mate. We're definitely bullying these lot.
Who are ya? Who are ya?
Oh, that's a good ball.
Look at that.
That's a good ball. Oh, that's a goal. Mate, that's a goal, that is, mate. That's a goal.
That's a you know what, that's a Thierry Henry goal. From the left, cutting in, curling it into the far corner.
But yet again, look at the defending. There is no defending.
No, they're just backing off him.
They're not even competing against us. Like, imagine if you're their away fans, they've come all the way across there, and they're just not getting anywhere near us.
That's crazy. 4-0, 25 minutes.
Mr. Mark Darby, stay in the group, mate. Stay in the group. We might have a big scoreline here tonight.
Oh yeah, a bit of Bobby Perez.
Yeah, a bit of Bobby Gardner one day, that will be. Great finish, though. Keeper's not got no chance.
What would you say Perez's greatest goal is? The chip against Schmeichel or the one against Liverpool at Anfield?
Chip against Aston Villa all day long, mate.
Yeah.
All day long, mate. All day long, mate. That goal, mate, was
outrageous.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, mate. He says it himself, it's his best goal, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like, you're not. I know he was old, Schmeichels, but you're lobbing Peter Schmeichels.
Yeah. One for the chat as well. Which one did they think?
Yeah, what do you guys think? What was Bobby Perez's best goal?
The loser in Spain. He probably hasn't celebrated. He hasn't celebrated any one of them goals.
He wouldn't have celebrated Havertz's goal, would he?
Nah, no way. Whoa. David Raya.
You know what happened? You know what happened, Sam? Fucking go 4-0 up, mate, and there won't be another goal in the whole game.
Yeah, that's
usually the way things go here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Derby and the Villa goal kit as well. As being his best goal. So let's look at some scores.
It should have been 5.
2-1 Madrid at the moment. 2-0 Benfica. Obviously 4-0 us and 0-0 everything else. Thank you very much, Catherine.
Saka's been taken out again. He's been taken out again.
Well, it's interesting. Like if he's limping, let's get him off. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's not risk him. I'd just get Nelson on now, wouldn't you?
Yeah. They can't get near him. They're just kicking him.
But do you know what I mean? Like, I think, like Russ has said, like, that's 5 tackles on him, no yellow card.
Not one card.
Mate, it's like, how are they literally 2-on-1, like?
Oh. Did you see it? Yeah, it should have been 5. I'm not even joking. It could be about 7-0.
It's ridiculous, though, isn't it? Like, how he's targeted and how he's not protected. We've seen this before, haven't we? With him. Like, he's just never protected. And it just makes you think what these referees watch and what they see. Like, 5 tackles on him, and the referee just stands there like a melon.
Mm. You see it week in, week out.
I think, Anna, mate, how you doing? Yeah, I do agree as well. Obviously, get old Nelson on. 4-0 up, I think. Do you know what I mean? If it's not risk Saka whatsoever. Job's done here. The job's completely done. Like, this team are a shambles, and we just need to protect Saka, in my opinion.
He scored, mate. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh.
Mark's put Martinelli needs a goal. He just got one.
You missed that one, mate.
He's behind like you. Behind on the stream.
Gravy or ketchup?
Gravy.
Do love a bit of gravy.
KFC gravy burger. Lovely.
Oh. Old Georgie boy saying in the Twitter chat he wants 7. Oh, mate, I want 8.
Yeah.
I want 8.
What's the record? I want that.
I'll tell you what, with this team, mate, the way they're defending, I'll tell you, it could be anything. Yeah, it would be good to see Odegaard get a goal.
Yeah.
We're not even shooting into the North Bank yet.
No. Arteta's still going for it on the touchline. That's what he wants. Carry on.
I had a few Newcastle fans in my comments today.
I've had it all morning.
Jesus, mate.
I just reminded them it's been 68 years since you won a trophy.
Very touchy, like, aren't they?
They are very touchy. Very touchy.
Maybe like one guy goes, you won as much as us since we've been taken over. I felt like saying to him, what about the 60 years before that then?
Yeah, they really are a club that's just oh. A checker for handball here. Arsenal. Lons on Arsenal. Hit his knee, then hit his hand. There's no way that's happening.
Yeah, there's more than a few, weren't there? More than a few.
After last night, that's probably going to get given.
Do you think it's a penalty?
It's hit his knee, then bounced up onto his hand. They're looking at it. No, play on. He's not even looking at it.
Makes you laugh, don't it? It was never a penalty last night. It was
the commentator straight away.
I tell you what, though, mate. When you see that on the first time, mate, it looks like a blatant handball.
Yeah.
No, he can't do nothing now.
Yeah, they just need to accept it and move on. Especially Shearer. Slaphead.
Well done, ref.
Yeah, what a man. That's it. The whole Ramsdale and Raya debate. Do you not think this is a game he should have been playing, like cup game?
No, I think his time's done, mate.
Yeah. When do you think we'll next see him? FA Cup?
Yeah, we don't sell him.
True.
I just think, mate, that he needs to be playing.
That's what I mean, because, we're going to need him.
But he needs to be playing. Does he hang around? Do you know what I mean? Like there's a Euros. He needs to be playing football, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I see that there was apparently a thing that Wolves are putting a loan to obligation to buy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For Wolves, though. Swap deal with Sancho at Man United?
Nah. Not good save. Yeah, I can't see that. Would you take Sancho?
I would. Yeah, I'll take Sancho. I think under Arteta, he'll be pretty decent. He's not just gone bad overnight. Do you know what I mean? There's a quality player there.
Yeah.
Work for Dortmund.
I think it's an interesting one with Ramsdale. I think he can bring in quite a good amount of money. I think that's what you got to look at.
Yeah. English tax.
BX going saying Aaron Lennon 2.0.
Aaron Lennon.
I've been pretty awful with the scoreboard, guys. I knew I'd let us down on that. But yeah, let's get it back up there. It is currently 4-0. I don't know why it hasn't come 4. Why it's still showing 1. I've put 4. There we go.
There we are. 2-1 leads now.
2-1 leads. Turn that around, Mr. Tom will be happy. Late first half, that would have been, I would have thought.
It's gone a bit quiet. They're just hanging around, playing position at the moment. Ooh.
Someone's hit the post.
Not yet for me. Oh.
Oh, here's one. Here's one that'll cause a bit of contrast. Ross Morgan or Sam Greenwood's football opinion.
Ooh. Yeah, Long's hit the post, but it was offside. Who? Ross Morgan or Sam Greenwood's football opinion?
Well, that's a controversial one, guys.
Good effort from them, to be fair.
I thought you said it was. Oh, it switched 3 Millwall 0.
Good. I hate Millwall.
That was a good shot, wasn't it?
Yeah. He had it covered. Dodger in Slough.
Good evening, Chris. How you doing, mate?
Good evening. Oh, yellow card for Mendy. Used to play for Leicester. Ooh. That's a naughty one. Down the back of his Achilles. Mendy on Jesus.
Mate, we'll end up with no players playing on Saturday.
It's a bit naughty, that. Have a look at that.
Oh, I can imagine. I'll have a look at it. The problem with these kind of games, though, isn't it? They become non-competitive, don't they, as such?
Yeah, you can see we've stepped off the gas a bit.
Yeah, I can't expect No.
We're still getting the chances, but
It really wouldn't surprise me if we made some kind of substitutions.
yeah,
Maybe at half time or early doors, second half. Like you got to start protecting what you've got as well, ain't you?
Mm.
And let's be honest, these guys ain't here for the challenge, are they? They just look like a mismatch of a team, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah.
they've almost scored, mate.
Well, again,
No, Lons have almost scored. Saliba just got rinsed.
wow.
He got roasted there. I don't know if you see it in a minute.
No, I ain't seen it yet. We haven't, mate. That's what I was saying though. When we were scoring, it wasn't like we was playing well scoring. It was that they were that bad, mate. Like, they're all over the place. So it's not like we've played sensational football first half because we haven't.
Nah.
We've just scored 4 goals.
Which is, yeah.
Cool, he did get rinsed, didn't he?
Mm. They're having a few good. They're having still a good go. To be fair, now.
Yeah.
Last couple of minutes. I don't know if that's because we've took our foot off it with gas.
God, do you remember the old classic matches? When we first went into lockdown,
Yeah.
well, I was living over in Surrey. I would literally every night just put on classic matches on YouTube, Arsenal ones. And oh, mate, I must have watched so many old classic matches, mate. Like obviously games like winning the title, Old Trafford. What other games did I watch? There was loads, mate. There was loads. Obviously beating Everton at Highbury of Adams. I think there was a random one I watched. I think it was like in the Uefa Cup.
Yeah.
Do you remember we got Cup Winners' Cup and we got to? Was it the Cup? No, Uefa Cup, weren't it? We played Galatasaray, right?
Yeah.
I think we beat a German team, didn't we?
Mm. Oh, Martinelli.
What's happened?
Almost 5. Side netting. It's just that they're shocking, mate. They're not tracking the runs, nothing. Werder Bremen, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was the game. Werder Bremen. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that. There were some really good games.
I used to like putting on the Premiership years.
Mate, if he pulls that back to Jesus, that's 5.
Yeah. Wolfsburg, jeez.
Oh, mate, he's just got to pull that square.
Yeah. Oh.
It's 5. It's 5-0 at half time, nearly. There's a 5th goal, and it is Odegaard. So he has got his goal. Odegaard's got his goal. Arsenal have hit 5. Yeah. What a first half this is. Brilliant. Incredible stuff this is. 5-0 up in the Champions League at half time. And Lons have been absolutely abysmal. We've not even seen the goal yet, have we?
No, it's coming, I think, here for me. Saka. Tomiyasu. Oh, yeah. Lovely goal. Split them open again. Easy. We're winning a lot, mate. Ryan's got his top off, waving it around his head.
See, guys, it'd always be memorable. My first watch along that I've hosted, and we was 5 goals up at half time.
What's our biggest ever Champions League? Is it the Deportivo?
What was that?
Was that 7?
Oh, he's finished that, isn't he? We beat Slavia Prague, didn't we? 7.
Was it 7 as well?
Yeah, Steph, I've got to be honest with you, mate. I expected more than this, but I don't know. When I see him coming out, I always look at body language before a game, and when I see him come out, I just thought it was a mismatch.
The coach he's sitting there smiling.
Like, how can you be sitting there? Like, I'm sitting there thinking we haven't even played that well. We honestly have not. We can't sit here and say that we played like unbelievable football because we haven't. But look at it. Look at them defensively. They're absolutely all over the place. Like, this is supposed to be a team in the Champions League. I think they're an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, they just haven't turned up. Like, well, they can't be bothered.
Like, this is disgusting. Honestly, it's disgraceful defending. But like, we're enjoying it. But it's literally, it's easy. It's easy. BX Gunner, Standard of the Age. Do you remember the Eddie McGoldrick thunderbolt in that game?
Eddie McGoldrick.
The only goal he scored for Arsenal was in that game. It was a 30-yarder into the top corner.
Jeez.
So that's it, 5-0 at half time. Great first half, guys. Absolute brilliant first half. That was in terms of obviously goals wise. And yeah, you can clearly say the game's over with. So what do you think now, guys, at half time? Let us know your thoughts. Do you make substitutions at half time? If you do, who do you bring off? I think Saka, for me, would be the first man I'd bring off. But yeah, what's your thoughts on that? Obviously, if you want any questions answered, throw them our way and we'll try and answer them for you as well.
For me, that first half, Tommy Asu's been amazing. That's amazing. These overlap. I think someone's mentioned it in the chat as well. Yeah, Matthew Hudson, these overlapping runs. It's been immense today. And he's brought that ball to Martinelli.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
To be fair, you can see he's keeping Ben White out at the moment. Let's check the old.
You're only here for the barks, mate. That's what you're here for. You're here for the barks. But I can't bark tonight. How can I bark? We're 5-0 up. We're top of the Premier League. We're through to the next stage of the Champions League. But some man in Spain's angry.
And Geordies are angry as well. Don't forget them.
Pardon?
Don't forget the Geordies. They're angry as well.
Oh, yeah, they're angry, mate. They got a right to be angry, though. I think it's a very disappointing night for you, Stefan. And you're blitzing me all 3-0, and you're telling me it's such a disappointing night that you've got to watch the United fan cams. That is a sore old night, but it should be quite entertaining. To be fair, 3-1 up they were at Galatasaray, and they've blown it, absolutely blown it. He must be proper melting, Mr. Greenwood. He must be proper melting. He'd be pissed off we ain't 7-0 up though.
Yeah. He'll find something to moan at.
Martinelli should have pulled that back. That's poor play. What are they playing at? Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's quite controversial, isn't it? We've got loads of stuff to talk about half time, but we've got a lot of goals to talk about. But really, what can his scoreline end up? I just hope we don't get a 0-0 second half, Jonesy, because that's usually what the kind of mindset is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like they come out, think the job's done basically, and then just shut up shop. But we want to see a hammering. Like you say, I can't remember the last time we saw a proper hammering. The last day of the season is always a guaranteed hammering against someone, but in Europe, you want to see it.
Yep.
We win this, we're pretty much guaranteed top now, isn't it? Yeah, because PSV can't catch.
Chris with the jokes, or should I say lack of jokes today, mate? Len should go to Specsavers. Still made us chuckle though. Still made us chuckle. Matthew saying Arteta might still let these guys stat pad for another 10 minutes and subs should come in. I think we're definitely going to see at least three made at one point, I would have thought. But yeah, it'd be interesting what subs he makes. Can Lewis Scully get a debut being 5-0 up? Yeah, that's an interesting one. Definitely got to think ahead though, guys, with Wolves Saturday.
Yeah.
I definitely would be considering taking Declan off. Protect him.
I'd put Eddie on. I think this is a game he could grab a few goals.
Well, yeah, mate. Like he's gonna love it, isn't he? Playing against these because they're just all over the place. Like I've never seen a back four like it.
Yeah. Get Cedric on.
So yeah, it's going to be an interesting second half, and hopefully we can get a couple more goals in. It'd be nice to break a record, wouldn't it?
It would. It would.
And we are facing the North Bank second half, so always good for a few goals. The North Bank. So, Ryan's just messaged me. By the way, guys, you want to take over the Watchalongs from now on? If we're going to turn it on like this, I won't let him know some of your comments, guys. But if you want me to, I will. Beat's going to just saying he'd like to get Kawar on. Get him in there, Gabriel. That could be another one. Obviously, Ben White, you would have thought would get some minutes here.
What is the record? Does anyone know? Let me Google it.
What, the actual record in the Champions League or the Arsenal record?
The Arsenal record.
It's got to be Slavia Prague.
It's got to be, isn't it?
Was it 7-1 or 7-2?
Biggest European win. I don't know. Google's Wikipedia saying Arsenal's biggest winning margin in Europe is a 7-0 scoreline, achieved first. Standard Liège and Slavia Prague. Yeah.
Yeah, 7-0 Slavia Prague. 7-0. That was the Champions League. Standard Liège was in the Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, was it? Yeah, it was Cup Winners' Cup, wasn't it?
2007, 2008 UEFA Champions League. Definitely in reach that record.
Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it, if we can get a 7-0 win today. Let's have a look. Just going to throw a few rods out, a few Chelsea fans.
Michael Owen's loving our goals.
Well, anyway. Unless we talk about that guy in a better.
Yeah. Him and his boss, Howard Webb.
Yeah.
And Tommy Asu, yeah, he's got 2 assists already so far tonight.
Here comes one from old Stefan. Ipswich is 10-0 in Europe. Never lost at home in Europe.
Jeez.
Who was that against, Stefan? BX is obviously on about FAN to come on.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know.
Did we play Slavia Prague? We played them, didn't we?
Slavia Prague.
Did we play them in the Uefa Cup?
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we did, mate, didn't we? Maybe 2021.
Rosicky was on their coaching staff, weren't he? Where are they at the moment? They're actually second in the table, Slavia Prague. 3 points off the top. Oh, 2 points off the top. Sparta Prague are top. Good old Slavia Prague. Bring on Ramsdale up front.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. He'd probably get a goal.
That would be class, wouldn't it?
He'd probably get a goal.
Although someone's on Twitter.
I deserved this 5-0 after sitting there watching that England-Malta game. Even Arsenal-Brentford was abysmal. England-Macedonia was abysmal. Here we go. Here was the team they beat. They beat Valletta in 1962. 3 seasons in the European Cup. Wow. There's a stat of the day for you. Ipswich Town. Then Alf Ramsey became England manager, and the rest is history. 4 years later, he picked up the golden prize.
You know, that's one moment in history you would love to just experience, wouldn't you? Just like around London and the whole country at Wembley that day when they won it.
Colonel throwing it out there, Gary. Where are you, mate? When Liam doesn't watch on the Rhinos channel, I've noticed old Soccer Mania. Gary doesn't come in and say hi. Oh, I hope that's not true, Gary. I hope that's not true, mate. Where is he? Where is old Gaza boy himself? I'm sure he's working somewhere. Busy man, mate. Busy man. But next time England do play United States in any football match, I'll be here with him.
Where are you?
Where are you, Gary? Come on, show yourself.
Let's be having you.
Let's be having you, Gary. Let's be having you. Oh, yeah, that's Mr. Tom. Gary's almost certainly at work, Mr. Ward. Mr. Ward, fishing for the rivalry there, 100%. Stefan going on about the history of Ipswich because Celtic lost again. Yeah, they're sadly out, ain't they, guys? Proper out.
Out.
Proper out.
Celtic. Mm-hmm.
I think old Sarah was worried about tonight because obviously in the room over, obviously Bobby's asleep.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I don't think there's any doubt that I'm going to be screaming tonight, do you?
Yeah, no.
Unless we lose 6-5, guys. And if we lose 6-5, then there's going to be an issue.
Reminds me of Newcastle, mate. That 4-4.
Dreadful day that was.
They've just mentioned the commentary team, the record 7-0. Slavia Prague.
Yeah, we won't score second half now.
Oh, 2 halftime subs, Ben White and Kivior.
That's interesting.
Longs are making 3.
Not surprised, mate. Can they not make more than 3, or can they?
I think they can, yeah. They can bring
in
on
one go. Can they make more than 3 in one go?
Yeah.
I think it's how many subs you make. There's a rule, isn't there?
Yeah. But you can only bring on subs 3 times.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. Who's come off, do you know?
No, they're showing Lon's one so far.
There you go, Mr. Tom. Don't forget, obviously, tonight they'll be discussing the return of CM Punk at midnight. So, obviously, if you're awake at that time, please jump on. And, yeah, I can't believe he's back, mate.
There, it was.
I absolutely love CM Punk.
Tommy
he's a loose cannon, but I love him.
Yeah. Tomiyasu for Ben White.
We send Saliba.
Kivior for Zinchenko.
Ah. Interesting. So we're taking both the fullbacks off.
Yeah. Tomiyasu's been brilliant.
It's kind of interesting, isn't it? That we were talking about all the players that could come on, and we brought on two defensive players.
Benny White, another haircut. I'm jealous. Yeah. Tommy deserves the rest. Matthew saying definitely. Lon's are still singing. Scarves are out.
Fair play to him, mate. They've come all this way.
Looks quite empty over there at the moment. Coming back.
Well, when you look at it, mate, we brought Ben White on, and potentially, apart from Zinchenko, we're probably fielding our strongest side.
Yeah.
At present, with the players that obviously we've got. Hopefully, we can keep the throttle on the second half and just make this.
Yeah. Just go for it. They're there for the taking. Just batter them.
It's interesting how empty it is in the stands, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Yeah, saying to her. I don't know if they're still on the concourse having a drink, but
I think where it's colder now, isn't it? They're probably warming themselves up more. The Bovrils are out at this time of year. The Bovril Brigade.
Unless some of them have gone home at half time.
Well,
who leaves at half time, eh?
Oh, Stu's calling it. He's calling another 5 goals, a cheeky little boy.
Oh.
Napoli have scored. Mr. Tom has just obviously revealed.
2-2, is it, I think?
Yeah. Looks like a good game there. More competitive than this one. Come on.
Yeah, get going.
To be fair, we didn't really get going to the 10th or 11th minute in the first half.
No, we didn't. It started off a bit slow, didn't it?
Oh, Jesus, that's a blatant foul. Come on. Oh, what played? Clearance.
Oh, they've got in each other's way. The one record we've broke tonight, Arsenal are the first English team to lead by 5 goals at half-time in a Champions League match.
Wow.
Breaking records.
That's what we do best, isn't it? It is what we do best, mate, breaking records.
Why is Raya wasting time?
Stop us getting injuries, mate.
Yeah. Come on.
3-1 leads, Dan James. It's a good night for Mr. Tom. So it's a good night for us. It's a good night for Leeds. It's a good night for Ipswich. So we all should be happy today, chaps.
Yeah.
Loads of love being shown today. I've had to quieten down a little bit. Little man's in bed. Yeah. It is quite outrageous we never won it, especially with that invincible team.
Yeah.
Come on, Jesus. Let's have a look at the old championship results. Wedding Leeds losing 7-1 at Sevenoaks. They're awful, Wedding, aren't they? I think they're proper struggling, aren't they?
Yeah, I think now they're proper in trouble.
Obviously, just to remind you all, if you didn't realise earlier on, Man United blew a 3-1 lead.
A 2-0 lead before that.
And a 2-0 lead before that. 2-0 up, 3-1 up, 3-3 with Galatasaray. Oh, Wayne Rooney's getting another beating again. Unfortunately, Leicester are winning 1-0. Apart from that, it seems it's all draws in Champions League, apart from us and Benfica. Loads of love for all of us tonight.
They're in there, Lons. Fucking hell.
Wow.
Offside.
Oh, my, he was unlucky, weren't he?
Yeah. It's like Lons have like tightened up. They're 5-0 down. It's like
They've had more possession, mate. They've had more ball passes.
yeah, I just stack them up.
Right. It's an interesting game in some ways because we haven't played good football.
No.
We've just done what we needed to do, and we're somehow winning 5-0 because they're so bad.
Mm.
But then again, are you really going to up your game and play that well when you're 5-0 up? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fair play to their fans, though.
Yeah, proper singing. Not giving that. Oh, come on. Declan Rice has been talking about he's a big WWE fan.
Has he?
Yeah, and he's enjoyed Randy Orton's return. They're just speaking about it in the commentary.
Brilliant. Good evening to Mr. Arsenal Misfit.
Good evening.
Some big old returns, isn't there?
Hmm.
R-Truth.
Hard truth.
He cracks me up, R-Truth.
He's hilarious.
They obviously got rid of that belt, didn't they? The 24/7.
Yeah.
Did he retire with it?
He must have, yeah. He's the longest reigning champion of it.
Crack me up. 5-0 up, 5 different scores.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a bit tougher than this.
We're not even breaking sweat in this game, mate, honestly.
Nah.
Martinelli
almost got away there.
There's quite a few empty seats there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Mr. Derby cracking our jokes. They've been awful with a positioning to get a better Get a better lens in their glasses. It's the problem we have games like this, mate. Games just filter out.
Yeah, this the second half low, isn't it? It's just
that's why sometimes I know it'd be nice to go there for the first half, but I think you get a little bit frustrated in the second half, don't you?
Mm.
I know. Oh, good tackle.
There's 2 balls on the pitch. That's all right.
Gabriel there, man.
Yeah.
Well, Matthew, he just bodied him, didn't he? Chump. Cheryl Russell, Liam, stop your warning, you make me I thought she was at the game.
Look, yeah, look what she did.
What are you doing here? Is she at the game? Is she at the game?
Yeah, she's at that. I think her and Jay are at the game.
See, people watching me from the game. More important.
Cheryl Russell, Tequila Queen.
Oh, she's ill. She's not at the game. Oh, sorry to hear. Have to get some tequila in you soon. She's probably still doing it now, though, isn't she, to be fair?
Yeah. Probably get it on drip.
Yeah, I reckon so, mate. Come on.
You know it.
This is boring now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just knew how the second half was going to start to play out.
Mm. Come on. Half an hour, 3 goals, break the record.
I'm surprised we haven't brought anyone else on yet, or let's bring anyone else on, especially in the midfield.
Yeah, I thought he would have done some more.
I think he'll definitely bring Jorginho on.
Probably see El Neni as well. Benfica 3, Inter 2.
Ooh, were they 3 up, were they, Benfica?
Yeah, I think, yeah, they were.
Cool, if they blow that one, Catherine, that would be a turn up for the books. Still be another 30 minutes in that game as well.
Mm.
I don't think nothing surprises me, Stefan, with United at the moment. And keeper's obviously causing him havoc, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've got any ambition to really do much else in the game. I think we're just playing it out. Simenji. Yeah, get Gary in the Royal Rumble. Get him in at number 1 as well. What would his name be?
Fucking hell.
What's happened?
Dirty tackle on Odegaard. He's been booked for it. Oh, yeah, right on his foot. Out. Yep, Reece Nelson's coming on.
Yeah, it's about right. That's a big old pants pulling down exercise, Colonel. Jesus, they had 2 yellows there, didn't they?
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking dirty bastards.
I think Jorginho's coming on as well.
Yeah, that don't surprise me. So Saka's finally coming off, and obviously Nelson's coming on. I'm still behind, to be fair. I'm guessing Jorginho will come for Rice.
No, Jorginho's not ready yet. I don't think he's coming on. I don't know. Yeah, Saka's off.
Yeah, good. There's no need for him to be out there.
No. Oh, Havertz, lovely. Oh, oh, almost
Close.
6. Almost. Havertz was quality there. That's that a free kick.
So, ladies and gentlemen, your wish is always our command. And I think I'm going to make a little entrance here. Royal Rumble number 1 candidate, Mr. DWTT himself. Gary, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. How you doing? Hey, how you doing, Liam? Hi there, Jonesy.
How you doing, mate? You right?
Doing good.
Enjoying the game?
Oh, yes. I had to listen to it for the first like 20 minutes because I was at work. Then I on my ride home I had it playing, so I actually got to see bits and pieces of it. So yes. Oh yeah, this is a statement. This is a statement. You need to close out, a group. This is how you do it, all right?
Well, I think we made it quite easy, haven't we? Really. We can go to PSV and just rest everyone, can't we?
Yes. I was hoping. I was saying in another chat, I'm hoping these youngsters get some minutes today. Hopefully we finish it off early, as opposed to what we've been typically doing is dragging it out, right, until late in the second half.
Yeah.
13 minutes, 4 goals, basically, is kind of how we did it today. I'll take it. So yeah, hopefully one of the youngsters gets on. I think we only have maybe 1 or 2 more subs left, I think. So
yeah, it would be good to see one of them come on. I just think we're just saving energy now, aren't we? We're not doing anything we don't need to be doing. Just probably in the afterthought is the Wolves game on Saturday.
Yes.
And I'm surprised. Obviously, we haven't decided to take Rice off yet. If I'm being totally honest.
Yeah. Well, I thought Saki would come off like at halftime just to save a substitution. I mean, somebody should have come off at half, especially we've been going this season. It's the first time we've had a game where we could actually sub at halftime, just to because we just they did a good job.
But yeah, 20 minutes left here. And yeah, it's a pretty quiet second half, but I guess there won't be no surprise in that really after that first half.
Well, every time if we try to do anything, they're gonna knock us down, right? So
yeah,
I mean, they're not gonna. They don't want to give us 6 goal. So
it's a pathetic attempt by them, though, isn't it? Really, I don't even think we played that well, Gary. That's what me and Jonesy were saying. We're not even really played that well. We just scored goals, and they were just defensively so bad, like so bad.
Yeah, they look like you say, they look like a different team compared to the one we played on the road, right? So home field advantage definitely helps them. Hello, everybody in the chat. See, Stefan said hello. So yeah. I don't even think Reyes had much to do, right? There's nothing been like teasing the goal like we were like really threatened.
I reckon we could have played you in goal tonight, mate.
What is that supposed to mean? You played you in goal tonight, you mean?
I'd have got a clean sheet then, mate, wouldn't I?
So pretty much either we get clean sheet or we lose by 1, right? In Champions League so far. So.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this should be something. Oh, did it? Oh, the guy hurt himself trying to take down one of our guys. Oof.
Benfica have blown a 3-0 lead to Inter Milan. It's now 3-0. Wow, that's a blow. They've toppled Man United there. They have.
Yeah, I thought Man United was up 2-0, right? And I was actually listening to Rance, and he was talking. He's like, this is what it looks like when we come out and play well. And then as soon as he said that, for the next 20 minutes, he's like, oh, they're gonna get the next goal. They're gonna get the second goal.
He must have felt like a right old mug.
He was like, wow. He wasn't, yeah. So, and then I saw the score was like 3-2 at one point, and now I don't know what it finished. I think it was 3-3, right? United was like 3-3.
We never ever spoke about the Ryder Cup, did we?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is that something to talk about? Hey, as you know, we're not that good at that sport for some reason.
Used to be the dogs go now.
Europe and the rest of the world is definitely much better than the U.S. right now. It's not even funny. You guys are like going into like the last day going, well, all our work's done.
You knew I had to drop it in there somehow.
Yeah, no. It's embarrassing, disappointing. I mean,
I thought it was glorious, personally.
I bet you did. I actually was saying to someone, I'm hoping they don't put Havertz in to start because I just don't think let him. I want him to get the hunger and come in, have 2 good performances coming off the bench, and then give him those minutes to start. A closeout game seemed like a little bit too much, but he looked all right today in that first half. So, or from what I heard, not sure what you thought about him in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt that it was way too easy. Do you know what I mean? I just think them defensive. I think sometimes it's hard to kind of judge a half, innit, when they're that bad. I don't know about you, Josie, but they were that bad, weren't they? But
yeah,
he's done a job, innit? He scored a goal. But you look at all the goals, mate. They're shoddy goals. Apart Martinelli's goal's good, but you look at the rest of the goals, mate. You think defensively they're just absolutely abysmal.
Yeah. They played up for the first game, and then the wear and tear of football season already is affected them.
But this is why I'm glad. In some ways, I'm not there now because second half, when you're 5-0 up, mate, it's just a foregone conclusion, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. So Jorginho coming on. Is he coming on? No, so Rice is coming off now. So yeah. So we had 4 goals. Saka with 2 goals, 2 goal contributions. They did nothing. Who's the man of the match?
Who would you say is the man of the match today?
I'll give it to Tomiyasu. Even though he's gone off, 2 assists. He was class in that first half. Second half, it's just been like a seeing out game sort of thing. We ain't got out of first gear, second half.
We haven't even got out of 5th gear, mate.
I saw the last assist he gave to Erdogan. That was really good. That was really nice from him. Gary will find something to complain about. Oh, Sam's in the house. That guy just loves me. To you, Sam. There's nothing to complain about. You're up 5-0 at half. Everybody got a piece. Everybody got a piece, right? Everybody got a piece of the pie here.
We're not committing to nothing, are we? Now we're just literally proper easing this game out.
The only way you could get more out of the game is if you bring on some hungry players that need minutes. I mean,
I'm surprised that Eddie ain't come on.
Interesting.
Maybe he thinks Jesus needs 90 minutes. Old Timber would be a great inclusion second half of the season.
Yes.
If we get him back for like when the Champions League kicks back off, that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Or even the later stages, quarterfinals. Obviously, you got to hope that we got to get a half decent draw in the second round. I think if you start looking at the groups, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 groups that you'd want to avoid, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But overall,
well, since you win your group right, you play the second seed, right?
Yeah. So you're probably looking at Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain. But to be honest with you, mate, I don't think I worry about any of them two. Like
unless it comes down to the officials in VAR.
You know
They don't like us. Either one of those things don't like us.
Well, mate, that's the kind of decision that would go against us, isn't it?
I mean, they tried their hardest. They found a way to give PSG an opportunity to score.
Mate, the thing was, right, PSG were absolutely abysmal, weren't they, up top? Like, I know that obviously you got Mbappe, that's quite a shocking thing for me to say, but they were. I thought TNT made it at the Pope say to be better than what it was. It was at him, basically, weren't it? But they were just awful, weren't they? They were like just snatching at shots. There was no substance to their creativity and finishing. They were never going to score from open play in that game whatsoever. They needed VAR to get involved. Like you get them, mate. I think we're comfortably beat them at the Emirates, like what Newcastle did to them.
The rest of the team,
I don't know if you saw the stat there. They've had no attempts in the second half.
Well, I'll be more than happy for Mbappe to go up against Saliba.
Oh.
But obviously the group, the one you look at is Napoli, isn't it?
Yeah. Gee.
I figure if you can play against Haaland, you should be able to play against most teams in terms of, what they have up top, right?
Oh, Sheffield Wednesday scored. What's the score? Is it 1-1?
Is that bad for Mr. Tom?
No, that's good for probably everyone because they're playing Leicester. 93rd minute.
Oh, look at that. Mr. Tom must be happy, huh?
He will be because Leeds are winning 3-1.
Wow.
Ipswich winning 3-0. Everyone's winning tonight. We can all go bed happy chappies tonight.
Except for teams in Manchester, right?
Well, one of the teams.
Well, they'd already won the group, right? City basically was just like, we really have to win this thing, but that's what we do, though. All we do is just win.
It made me laugh when I see someone go, they're 3-0 down. I'm not the 2-0 down. And I was thinking to myself, they'll win 3-2.
Yeah, I've got too much talent, right?
Yeah, way too much talent. Yeah, look, we're just not even bothered, mate, the second half. Their defence ain't no better. We've just literally, obviously, dropped off.
Yeah. This is where you want somebody with fast legs ready to go because they're going to give up. Oh.
How many subs you got left to make?
I think one more, right? No, wait, two more, I think. Let's see where we're at here.
Oh, dear.
What?
Yeah, one more.
You'll see.
Yeah, it was a little. It was a little greedy, you could say. A little like there's no way you're gonna get that shot off. Yeah, we got one more sub left. Should let one of the youngsters come on. You got Arteta's gonna give somebody a sub at 5 minutes, anyways, right? 85 minutes.
I think he's got to bring one of the youngsters on, isn't he? Is he? I'm sure he's holding this out now to bring one of the youngsters on.
Now Skelly's on the back line, right? And where he's in midfield, is that right? Or are they both in midfield?
Both midfielders.
Okay.
Scully's more defensive, isn't he?
Mm.
Yeah, I think he's definitely holding one back.
Ooh.
It'd be a shame if you didn't.
Oh, there's your man Eddie. So I guess the youngsters don't get it. Jesus is out. Sorry, I don't know if I guess I'm ahead of you guys.
Did you say your man Eddie or my mate Eddie?
Your man Eddie is what I said. Not my man. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry, Eddie.
You said it pretty loud and clear, mate. Pretty loud and clear. Your agenda's out there, mate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I want more for him, and he doesn't show it. So I'm not,
Good luck with that one, mate.
Yeah, I want more for him, but he doesn't want to do it. So what am I supposed to do?
More. Oh, jeez, yeah.
I don't get putting those youngsters on the bench, winning 5-0 at half, and then going, I don't think I have any space for you, buddy. How do you what? How many more goals do you need before you can put on somebody who hasn't played in the Champions League or put on a shirt in a real game for you?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, that's the big thing, isn't it? Like, 5-0, what's Eddie really getting out of this 10 minutes, do you know what I mean?
Yep.
This was a good opportunity to bring one of them on.
Mm.
If you're not going to bring them on 5-0, you're never going to bring them on, are you?
5-0 at home, right? Because you're not going to want to take them on the road, probably, right? Because they had games midweek or during the weekend and stuff like that. So,
well, to be honest, oh Jesus, to be honest, mate, we might play. Like, it'd be interesting. The selection for PSV away now, won't it?
VAR's checking a penalty here.
Martinelli's on the ground. It's just
Four.
I think VAR are checking
Oh,
it.
he got whacked in the chest, but I don't know.
No.
It didn't look like much, but the way he went down is like it definitely shocked him.
Well, it might be handball though as well.
Potential penalty check.
I think it's handball.
He's going, I'm bleeding. There's got to be a penalty.
You're way ahead of me today. There's no excitement for me today, mate. You guys are way ahead of me.
Yeah, he's looking at the box. He put the box up. He's gonna go take a look now.
Oh, has he gone to the box?
Yep, he's going to see what's going on in the TV
Well, that's
screen
not
here.
that'd be a penalty then, won't it?
He's going to have a look.
Funny thing is, man, I'm still playing. I haven't seen it yet.
Who gets a Yeah, it's definitely a handball. I don't know how else you say that. I mean, if you want to say, is that in a natural position? You say no, because one, he whacked him. He got him in the face, I think.
Yeah.
Or the ball did. Oh, no, he got him in the chin. He got him right in the chin.
Who does take the penalty, though, at 5-0? This will be an interesting one. I'm going to go.
Who hasn't scored, right?
Odegaard will take it, won't he?
No, Odegaard's already scored. You got to let somebody else, right?
Nah, of course you haven't, man. Let's have Havertz take it again. Get more confidence in him.
I don't know. Havertz doesn't get any. No,
Jorginho.
No more charity case. No more charity for
Jorginho, then. There's your main one.
Let the old timer get a goal.
So it sounds like we have got a penalty.
Penalty.
Yeah, we got a penalty coming. So,
and it's a weird one, that, isn't it? Yeah, he's handballed it. It's black. Yeah, that's handball, mate. I've just seen it once. That's handball.
He's got his arm up high, so
it could have been easy, a penalty, much less a handball. Pick one, right?
Yeah.
You whack a guy in the face inside the box. I don't know what else. This is like Odegaard's going to take it.
Odegaard apparently is taking it.
Yeah, Odegaard's got the ball.
Yeah, he's standing over the ball right now, and Jorginho is standing there too. So they're both standing over the spot.
You'd have thought they'd have given it. You'd have thought they'd have given it to Jorginho, wouldn't you?
No, he's give it to Jorginho.
Yeah. Yeah, I like 6 different goal scorers.
Yeah, same here, mate. Same here.
Everybody's like, you guys aren't scoring like you were last season. Well, we're scoring
yes, to the best. 6-0 to the Arsenal.
Jones, are you ahead of me?
I'm ahead. Yeah, mine skipped ahead.
6-0, guys. 6 different goal scorers.
Very easy penalty. Goalkeeper is like already basically on the ground when the ball crossed the line. He guessed wrong and he guessed quick.
It's pretty easy, isn't it? Pretty easy and simple.
2 more.
2 more what? Goals?
Yeah, to get the record. We scored and they're walking out. That's it. Just winds them up.
I still haven't seen the penalty yet.
Oh wow! What are you on, dude?
Speed
up those gerbils, man. What have you got running your internet? Speed them up.
He's celebrating. He's celebrating. They're walking out the stadium.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
At least wait for the celebration to end.
The Arsenal fans are leaving. Is that what you said?
Yeah, the Arsenal fans are leaving. He's celebrating and they're walking out. How do you leave
when you're up for 6-0? This is a closeout game, right? This is a. Often do we just close out, a game like this? I was scared that it would be one of those heart wrenching ones where they make it tough on us, but not today.
No, it's pretty simple and easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the penalty, by the way.
Are you still waiting?
No, this is a joke, mate. I'm sure it's gone backwards, not forwards. Yeah, that's 6-0. That's easy.
Are you watching the replay? Are you ahead of us? By a day, you're just watching the replay, and that's why things are something doesn't make any. The game's over now. The game's over now. You're still watching
In other news, here, Manchester United is still 3-2 up.
They say that 7-0 is the record. Why not?
Yeah, come on, get one more goal, boys. Get one more goal. It's obvious old misfit that they're wanting to get that last tube home. Well, it's not even the last tube home, is it?
It's just when he's celebrating, it makes they're walking out as he's celebrating. It's just
that PSV game.
Oh, get in there! Ah,
that PSV game is 6 o'clock kickoff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've only left one sporting event early, and it was really embarrassing. But I usually stay for the whole thing, no matter win, lose, or draw. So you never know.
Oh, Stefan's very disappointed that El Smuggo hasn't had the opportunity to rant.
No, you know what? I don't want. I want Liam to ease his heart for the rest of the season. That's what I want. I want us to sit here talking about anything, laughing at everybody else is really what I want us to do, because the match is over. What's up, Russ?
Mate, I could do this every week, mate. Nice 6-0 wins. Yeah. That's what happens when you got the keys. You win 6-0.
There you go. Is Ryan at the match?
Yeah, he's at the game.
Okay.
Enjoying himself. Enjoying it. All Real Madrid 3-2 up.
Ooh.
3-2. That must be a late winner. Has Bellingham scored in that game, did I say? See.
I don't know.
Cool.
He scored in there.
Yeah, Bellingham scored.
He scored the second goal.
Gaze is a machine, isn't he?
Rico and Bellingham, and then Paz.
Yeah. Shame he's not American, isn't
it? Why are you saying that? So you can play for a proper team? Is that why you're saying that?
Nah, we give you Bellingham instead, mate. Do you know what I mean? We'll have Bellingham.
You know, you think he'll probably get shut out by your man Southgate. You know.
How is old Balogun doing this year? Does anyone know?
I think he's struggling. I think he's only got 2 or 3 goals.
So. Yeah, I think it's 2 goals. That's it.
40 million. 40 million.
Yeah.
Brilliant business.
Russ, what do you mean? Gary's English? Oh, yeah, I am English, born American, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, got nutmeg there.
Oh, yeah.
This must be pretty much over. There can't be much injury time, can there?
That was their first. That was their first attempt in the second half. So. Ooh! Get in there! Oh
shit!
You got less than a minute to go.
So. Yeah, it's what one. It's 6-0.
I was hoping that the PSV Sevilla game would be a draw, just so it would be definitely over. But it doesn't matter. We won.
Yeah. The thing was, mate, we was gonna this wasn't gonna be a game we was gonna get caught out on, was it really?
Yeah. As I said, I like the mindset from the team, because usually I get concerned that when there's a lot on the line.
Yeah.
Because we've had these kind of games in the past.
Look at Gabriel, mate, celebrating like that. It's 6-0 up, mate, and he's like that.
That's it, lads. All done.
So there you go, guys. 6-0. 6 of the best, 6 different goal scorers. Very good night for all of us. What was your thoughts on that, Jonesy?
Yeah, well, it was easy, wasn't it? Pretty much. I'll take every game like that for the rest of the Champions League campaign. Lovely. But no, it was it was a dire second half. But yeah, first half performance wasn't great, but we did what we had to do, scored the goals. Lons was just terrible, though. Absolutely terrible tonight. Their first half defending. I actually think I could have got a hat trick tonight with a busted knee.
Facts, not fiction. Facts, not fiction. And Gary, obviously, that's the group done, mate. Done and dusted. Top of the group. Top of the Premier League. Not bad for a team that's not performing that well.
No, you know, I've been saying that all season. It's like, wait till we click on the attacking side, because I assume that's going to come. I think the more we see Havertz do something, I guess the more it's going to be easier. He's not holding anybody back, right? So,
No.
so yeah, and Jesus, the more he plays, and Erdogan's coming back. I mean, we've had people in and out the lineup all season, right? So now it looks like we've got our front 4 or 5 players basically we can rotate through, and we should only get better with time as we get used to playing with each other. So why not Havertz? What, 2 goals, 2 headers? I mean, back-to-back games.
Yeah,
that's what you want. I wanted to see him actually respond to the next game, and he did. So
yeah,
what more do you want from him? We asked him to get goals. He's gotten us goals in the last, probably in about 35 minutes of football. He got us 2 goals. So what more do you want from him? All right?
Exactly. But obviously looking ahead now, because it's pretty simple, this game, wasn't it? And I think we've just seen how abysmal Lons were. Obviously, Wolves Saturday, different kettle of fish. Are you pretty confident we can see the job through on that one?
They're missing at least, I think, 2 defenders. So if we don't, I think it's going to be a little struggle for them if we're playing like this right now. Coming in, if we can build on a game, right? We need to build on games, right? So if we build on what we did in this first half and come out early in the game and be able to score within the first 25 minutes, I think is the stat. Put them away and then finish them off, kind of thing later on. So. Yeah, I think they got a couple of red cards that built up, and so I think 2 defenders are out, if I recall. So, not that it matters really, because I think we're still, we should be the better team, but they're down a couple of big, defenders against our offense, which hopefully is starting to click.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, it'd be interesting, won't it? Because obviously it has been quite commercialised that our attack hasn't been as efficient as last year, but I think as me and Jonesy kind of spoke about at the start of the show, we have to kind of remember that Martinelli, Saka and Odegaard and Jesus have all been injured at this season, and I think we need to be quite mindful of that, don't we, that they have been all out, and I think they're probably going to need at least 3 to 4 games to get back to firing on all cylinders, and obviously this would do us a lot of good, won't it? But it was one of them games today. It was a strange old game where I didn't feel that we did much. I didn't feel that Martinelli did much. I didn't feel that Saka did much. I didn't feel that they had to do much. And we somehow won this game 6-0. And I think that just shows you how bad the opposition were and how easy it was for tonight. And we won't ever have an easier night than tonight. And it's good because we're not going away this weekend. We can now go into another home game. But obviously, as you said, like Wolves have got their injuries. But it's how we respond, and I don't know. I'm always a bit dubious about 3:00 Saturday games for some reason. I just think that, as I said before, the crowd seem to struggle to get up for it, and it's about obviously we don't want to be complacent with Wolves because they've got a few players out. We do need to go out there and do the business, and obviously not make the game hard for ourselves. So I think it's going to be. I think we should go and beat them, but I don't think it'll be easy. If I'm being totally honest on Saturday. But we'll see what kind of happens there. It looks like am I seeing it? Did Jesus get man of the match?
Yeah, he's got man of the match.
It weren't. You didn't have to do much, though, did you? Really?
Yeah, no. It's a hard one to pick tonight. To be fair, it could have been any of them in that first half. To be, who scored the goals, but
when you get 2 assists from your right back, I don't know what else. And you get a clean sheet. I mean, I don't know what once again, what is he supposed to do? We talk about Zinchenko helps out in our attack, but our defensive right back gets 2 assists, and you're like, nah, that's not. I don't. I'm thinking that's Zinchenko. He probably gets man of the match with 2 assists and a clean sheet, right?
Do we think Ben White comes back in Saturday, or do you think we stay with Tomiyasu and Zinchenko?
I don't know.
Is Zinchenko reliable, and that's why you can rotate. Because I feel like that's what we need. I don't want to wear anybody out, and we have 3 fullbacks now we can rotate through now because we know we can switch size for Tomiyasu. So if it's all about who's healthy, who's ready to go for me. Because I think we do fine with either whichever 2 of the 3 we got, right?
Yeah, I think I do think like I think we said it earlier on, didn't we? We're in a fortunate situation where Tomiyasu, especially when Timber comes back, them 2 can play both positions, which is a great place to be in. And then when you've got Ben White, Zinchenko on top of that, and you look at Kiwara, who can play left back as well, we've got an abundance of riches around obviously our defence at the moment. And as long as we keep them fit, the key piece is keeping Saliba fit. We know that, you know what I mean? We noticed the drop when Saliba went off last season. So it's the key piece is keeping him fit. But now with the 2 we've got 3 Premier League games coming up now, haven't we? Obviously we've got the Wolves game at the weekend, Luton next week, midweek, and then Aston Villa. We really need to give ourselves a platform going into Aston Villa game with 2 wins on the bounce. Do you know what I mean? And then go up to Aston Villa and see what happens up there. Like, we know we can win there, but we've got to be confident. And what we need to go up there and be confident is have Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus on form. And I think that's what the next week's going to be about, fine tuning and hopefully them getting some goals.
I'll say a quick thing. We need to have a winning streak going into that Liverpool match.
Yeah.
So basically, we need to just win all of our games going into the Liverpool match, and see how it goes. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be our biggest test up, this season probably since the City match. So, just keep winning. I don't care we win because we want to go into that City game, either being even more points ahead of them or with a chance to pull away. Right. So.
Definitely. Right, guys, I'm gonna close the shop, as Mr. Tom will put it. It's time to go off to sleep, have some sleep and some nice sweet dreams, and think about them 6 different goal scorers that we experienced today. But obviously, Gary, thank you for coming on, mate. It was good to see you come on late on the show. Thank you very much.
Jonesy, it's good seeing you. I've seen all your snaps when you're at the game, but
cheers.
Today, so, yeah.
And Jonesy, cheers for coming on tonight, mate. Making your debut on the old the Watchalong. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was a good experience. This is my first Watchalong, to be fair, on a stream, so I'm glad it was nice and relaxed.
You'll never get an easier one, mate. That's all I can tell you. You'll never get.
And your ears aren't ringing, so you know that it's been a good day.
Listen, I'm not normally like this, calm and collected, so it was a nice, easy game. Normally, I'm giving my radiator a bashing. So, yeah.
Aston Villa away, mate. That tests you. Gary would tell you. He's seen me with Aston Villa away.
Everybody in the chat, thanks for joining us.
Cheers,
we'll be back.
Yeah, everyone who's obviously joined the chat, thank you very much. Obviously, cheers for the support. Obviously, I just want to put a massive shout out and thank you to Ryan for obviously giving me the keys tonight and trusting me. Hope I did him proud. Hope he enjoyed the game. And yeah, 6-0, 6 goals, 6 different goal scorers. What a great night. Good night, all.